Hello, darlings. Are we live? Right, I've started a little bit early because we are going to do a test. I can... Oh, right, okay. Oh, I forgot to look at that. You are indeed al dente. Okay, so I need to know, is the internet reaching us out here? And I'm using a new microphone. Can you hear me? Testing. Tell me if you can hear me, please. No problems? Internet good? Michael good? Simon, thank you, mate. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jimmy. It's nice not having to project my voice. That fire thing is awesome. Yeah, that fire thing is my chimney. First time this year, I thought I'd crank it up, get a bit of heat out of it. This is a last minute kind of thought decision thing. I thought it might be nice. It's still a little bit light. We still haven't started yet officially. So we'll give it a... Yeah, it is, isn't it, Chaz? Ooh. Quite nice and warm. Okay, apparently somebody got the competition, the time for... What's his face? I didn't realise that's how they were. I thought the top was a chimney. Well, yeah, kind of. I've just got it... I need some solar-powered lights or something. Yeah, well, we can work on that, can't we? I did have candles last year. Hello, why are we doing an early live? I've missed loads. You haven't missed anything, Joe. I started 3 minutes early just to do a test on the new microphone and just to check that the internet reaches out here. So we haven't started properly as yet. Oh, Matt, you're very welcome. We've got lots of things to talk about when we actually get going. Is the sound okay? Everybody happy with the sound? Is the picture okay? I'm using the iPhone X with a new microphone that our friend Simon, Project MGTF, of course, really, after the disastrous sound we had on Sunday, totally unexpectedly just messaged me out of the blue to say, oh, there'll be a package arriving for you tomorrow. I've bought you a microphone, the same one that he's got. Oh, it's 10 p.m. now. Right. Oh, the sound is perfect. Brilliant. Picture is brilliant. Sound is crisp and brilliant. Thank you, Joe. Oh, we're on to a winner then, aren't we? The picture, tiny bit pixelated, but that will be the lack of lighting. Yeah, possibly. I could get a candle, I suppose. Do you think a candle would help on the table here somewhere? How has my day been? Asks Everything Cars. My day has been utterly fabulous. Thank you for asking. Oh, and how are you all? Well, we've started now, haven't we? So, a very warm welcome to Monday Night Live. And as you can see, tonight is going to be a little bit different. We are... More fire is always the answer. Christmas fairy tree hanging up, right? Oh, a message held to review. Well, Jimmy Quinn is outraged by what's going on out here. He is absolutely outraged. Oh, Mustard. Hello, mate. Right, I can't help you out with solar lights or twinkly lights at the moment. I've given you a fire. I could get a candle if you think that would help. I've got some candles upstairs. If that would be any good for you? Okay, the picture's gone a little bit freezy on mine. Are you all getting a little bit freezy? I see Wetleg. You do indeed. You do indeed. How's the internet holding up? Oh, okay, I think. The picture's kind of frozen a little bit a few times, but we can probably expect that. Mickey Jeffries, good evening. Simon, hi. Adam, hello. Mustard, hey. Everything Cars, fantastic. Chaz Brown, good evening to you. Mickey, who have I missed? Jimmy Quinn, of course. The lovely Matt _. Oh, and that guy from SETI Alpha 5. Barry, isn't it? Barry. Evening, Barry. Steve Colg is with us. This is fabulous. So yeah, welcome to Monday night, and it's going to be a little bit more laid back. I might even put my feet up. Look. Ah, you like the wood burner? Yeah. Let's have this out. Ah, there we are. Right, put my feet up. This is the way forward, isn't it? This is very nice. Very nice indeed. I'm getting some nice warming from the old wood burner there. I've got a lovely bottle of wine to open at 11 o'clock, courtesy of the amazing Matt. So, what have we got to talk about? Well, somebody asked me about today, and I'll come on to that. I've had a fabulous day. Glass of wine to top it. 11 o'clock, Chaz. If I start on the wine now, I'll be absolutely shit-faced before we know it. Oh, this is very nice. I could get used to this. What was I saying? Right, yeah, so... Don't fart too close to the flame. I'll try not to. Where should we start then? Well, I hope you all had a fabulous weekend. Do please feel free to tell me what you've been up to. I'd love to know. If you've had any memorable meals, I'd like to know about that. If you offended somebody or were offended by somebody, I'd love to know about that. If anything fell on your head or nearly fell on your head, let's hear about it. What else? Any reports of frantic Sunday pottering? Sunday pottering was discussed today. We'll come on to that. Right, let's talk about Sunday, shall we? Oh, right, Joe had sausage mash and onion gravy. Oh, and onions. Double onions. Fabulous. And it was delicious. I'm delighted to hear that, Joe. Barry went to a car show and then went hiking. Gosh, that's energetic. Shall I put this just here? Then you can see the chimbalier, can't you? I lost my Momo cherry on Sunday, and it felt good. Yeah, Sunday. Mustard is offended by the price of cheese. Well, I'm offended that you would even eat cheese. Absolutely outrageous. Cheese is for the weak. So on Sunday, if you didn't... Oh, hello. Why have I gone all dark? What happened there? Oh, did the light go off? Ah, there we are. It's back on. Oh, it's a bit weird when it goes dark, isn't it? And my picture's gone frozen again. Is anybody else's picture going frozen, or is it just me? Did you win the wheel hubcaps for Derek? Yeah, I did, Joe, with the opening bid. But then I got a message from the seller to say that he's away from home for a week or 10 days, and so he's not able to send them, and he hopes that's okay. Rover Joe, hello, buddy. So, well, I mean, it's going to have to be okay, isn't it? Because I kind of haven't got any choice in the matter. If he's not at home, he's not at home. But I haven't paid yet, and I'll send him a message saying, "Let me know when you're available to send them, and I'll ping the money over." But I don't want the money to be just lying there dead for a week or 10 days. Matt says I had to carry 8 bags of wood for my mum's fire, so lunch was oh, what a surprise! A share box of nuggets with my nephew. Dinner didn't happen because I'm too broken to do any. Oh dear. Yeah, Sunday. Sunday was fabulous. For those of you who didn't realise, you know where I went to do my Land Rover lunch and did the momos as a sort of practice run. Well, on Sunday, I went there, and not alone. I met up with the lovely Matt _ and the lovely Simon, Project MGTF. Simon came on his motorised bicycle, wearing all sorts of fetish gear, and Matt came late because he got lost in a streetwise. And yeah, and we met up there, and we just had a really chilled lunchtime and afternoon, just watching the world go by. There were all sorts of people there. I mean, it wasn't like super busy, but yeah, there was the odd few cars going past, some classic cars, quite a few classic cars actually. Cyclists, there were people parked up, somebody was flying a drone, and it was just rather lovely. And I cooked momo for all 3 of us with momo chutney, and it was just the best time. I've got loads of footage. I've got hours of footage, and it's going to take ages and ages to edit it. But there will be a video of Sunday coming out, and it was just utterly fabulous. I loved every second of it. The weather was amazing. The scenery was gorgeous. The company was great. The food was good. I'll wave my arms to try and get the light back on. Wave your hands in the air like you just don't care. Oh, arses. Double arses. 2 and 20 arses. There we are. It's one of those fellows that's got a movement sensor type thing. Oh, now, I haven't as yet laundered the cushions for these chairs, so it's a bit hard on my bum. I might go and get a cushion from inside. Momos are delicious, says Simon. Thank you for the less than oh my god spice dipping sauce. You are a gent. Yeah, I did downgrade the momo chutney. I made it about 1/10 of the chili strength that I made the ones that Mustard and I have shared, because I suspected, perhaps wrongly, or perhaps as it turned out more rightly, I suspected that my chum's level of spice tolerance might have been somewhat lower than mine. I got lost, says Matt, so scrapped the sat-nav and just drove up a road that looked interesting. Turned out it was the road I was looking for. Well, yeah, that's karma. That is the FSM looking after you, Matt. He reached down with his noodly appendage and directed you onto the road where you needed to be. It's lovely and warm, that chimenea. Now, this will be the first year that I'm not burning pine cones. Now, oh, of course, some of you might not know. Some of you watching might be relatively new to the channel. If you are new, if you look over there by Wetleg, then just behind Wetleg, I used to have 2 enormous, whatever they're called. Well, trees. I know they're called trees. I'm trying to, I think Norwegian spruces or whatever they were. And that meant I had a ready supply of pine cones which I used to burn in the chimney. And anybody who's burned pine cones will know that they give off the most wonderful smell. Oh, a hidden comment. Quite right. Quite right, Matt. Oh, I haven't watched your video yet, Simon. Haven't had a chance. Obviously, I was working last night. Then I was up relatively early today. So that was Sunday. And it was utterly fabulous. And I hope that it's something that we're going to do on a regular basis. And I'd love it if, you know, if we could involve more people. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was wonderful with the three of us, but it would be lovely to make it even more of a community thing. And I did suggest that we could do different places each time, and you know, try and make sure that places were spaced out so that it would be near to somebody, so that we kind of took turns doing the travelling sort of thing. But I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I'm not missing. Right, I don't get that. Oh, the light's gone again. Isn't it dark when the lights go out? What was I saying? So yeah, that was Sunday, and let's hope it's. I tell you what, I'm going to bang some. I'm going to bang another twig on the furnace. Pardon me while I just wander over here. That's a wheel trim, not a twig. Oh, does anybody want a brand new Ford wheel trim? I forgot I had that. Come out, you swine. One. Oh, you ass. Oh, it's all. Oh God, it's. Oh, dear me. It's all a bit crumbly. Right, if you could come out in one piece, that would really, really help me. Oh, I see, you're held in. Okay. Well, you've got an excuse. There's a few bits there. Couple more. Oh, I've got a sneeze coming on. Oh God, how do sneezes work with a microphone? We're about to find out. Hang on, can I quell it? Oh, hope you enjoyed that. Let's welcome the first sneeze of the live stream, if nothing else. You see, now that is the advantage of not drinking wine. I've sneezed before I've burped. So I'm really spoiling you guys, aren't I? I haven't burped once yet. How far are we in? I must have done 20 minutes and I haven't burped. Oh, well, they've gone everywhere. Let's bung those in and see how we do with that. Lovely. Maybe a couple more for luck. What do you reckon? Oh, there's a big one, as the actress said to the bishop. Oh, right, that should do us nicely. That should do us nicely, my darlings. Right, where did I get to? Yes, says Simon. Come on, guys. More forks and more forks. Oh, I like what you did there. You see, now that is the difference between somebody like Simon and somebody like me. That is a professional bit of commenting broadcastery there. More folks and more forks. Well, if it's more than four, you'll have to bring your own forks. I've only got four in the picnic hamper. And I'll record something better next time, and we can play games. Oh, right. What sort of games? I'm not playing hide the sausage with you again, Simon. Matt says, a bloke turned up at Allport today, Boaty, got out of his car, walked down the hill, and climbed that massive rock. He was easily in his late 50s, absolutely mental. So he was in his late 50s and absolutely mental. That's a bit ageist. You can reach your late 50s without being absolutely mental. Don't hold out much hope for me. Very friendly chap too. That's nice. Oh, I'm so sorry. I've just blown my nose. And of course, with this super duper up to the minute microphone, you're going to hear everything, aren't you? So, do apologise about that. Interview each other about nonsense. Why not? We can have all sorts of fun. Barry says it looks like I'm watching the Blair Witch product. Have the goats? Have the goats locked me out? Have the ghosts locked me out? No, they haven't. What's going on? Says Simone. Simone wants to know what's going on. Well, let's just check I'm not locked out. No, I can definitely get in. I'll leave the door slightly ajar if you like, just so I can be sure. What's going on, Simone? Well, we're doing Monday Night Live as usual, but we're doing it al dente. We're outside in my pre-garden garden. I don't know what to call it really. The other cottages have been extended this way, so they don't have this bit, this kind of yardy bit. The other cottages go right up to where my wall is because they've had extensions built. But mine is like double the size of theirs. So this one didn't need extending. So I've got this nice little yard bit outside my back door before our little shared private lane. And then my actual garden is the other side of the lane over there. And part of the garden forms a little car parky spot all done out with railway sleepers, which is nice. And that's where Wetleg lives. So yeah, I thought it'd be nice to do it outside, Simone. Get me? Let's do it outside. And that's what's happening. We're outside. I've got the wood burner going. I will be opening a bottle of wine at 11 o'clock that comes courtesy of the lovely Matt. And yeah. That's going nicely now, isn't it? Let's have a look. Trace says it's lovely not being able to hear the fish babbling and squealing. The fish don't babble and squeal. The pump might, but the actual fish don't. They're terribly quiet. All manner of outside loveliness. Keep your spicy meatball, says Matt. Real men eat Momo. I agree with that. Oh, it was a massive sneeze. It felt like a Oh, this is nice. Mike is with us. Classic Wheels Wales. Hello, Mike. I know you won't have been watching the live streams, mate, and I appreciate your texts and whatnot. We've been talking about you and sending all of our love and thoughts, and we've been sending you every good vibe. Obviously, it's a pretty horrible old time you've been going through, and we've been with you in spirit, mate. And I mean, these things are never easy. They fade with time. And, the grieving process takes its time. But now that the actual day of the doings is done, I hope you're kind of over the hump and that it never entirely goes away. Of course it doesn't. But, I hope that you slowly but surely just get back into the saddle, as it were, and that that's going to fall out, isn't it? Right, I am now actually setting fire to my garden. Hold on. there is a very slight possibility that I may have somewhat overloaded the chimney. Never mind. Where did I get to? Oh, the sneeze, yeah. Oh, and Mike, let's let the sneeze wake the dog up. Look at this man. He's free to walk and talk. It's the modern times. I hadn't done a burp. Joe, have I? Did I burp without even knowing it? Oh, Simone has a question. Well, feel free. Shout out your question. Wearing headphones was a bad call, ears and none. I do apologise for that sneeze. I'm not accustomed to wearing a microphone. Now, when I was performing, when I was a singist, then obviously I used a microphone then. And obviously I've used a microphone when I'm recording in the studio. And there is a very, very definite technique to using either of those type of mics, and that I'm very familiar with. But actually using a lapel mic for speech, I'm not so familiar with. Again, I've done radio, but again, that's a fixed mic, and I'm used to being just able to move away, as you do at various times for various reasons. So having the mic there all the time is a bit weird, and it reminds me of one of the songs that's on my current playlist. And the video is up on my channel of this particular song, and I've spoken about it before many times. It's the version of Midnight Shadow, Mike Oldfield's Midnight Shadow, but the one with Pepsi on lead vocals. And Pepsi is using a head mic. And it just occurred to me that you can hear every little intake of breath. And she's not breathing where I would be breathing. She's got a really odd breathing thing. So if you've ever been a singer, listen, and it's one of those things that once you hear it, you can't unhear it. And to me, she's breathing in all of the wrong places. And when you use a head mic, of course, it's like using one of these. You can't escape from it. So obviously, when you're using a handheld, then you can just move away for breathing or burping or whatever. Anyway, I apologise for the sneeze. Everybody's saying hello to Mike. That's good. Oh, it was all rattly. The microphone is fantastic, says Joe. Super clear. Really improved the live. Oh, well, that's brilliant. And again, a massive, massive thank you to the lovely Simon, who just, apropos of nothing, ordered this for me. I wasn't sure which mic to order. I didn't know what was any good, and he just got me this one. I'll show it to you actually. It's quite an impressive looking bit of kit. So look at this. I can keep talking to you when I'm here. Of course, it's a bit dark to show you this, but this is a waste of time, isn't it? You can't see that. Well, you can see the little green light on it. It's got this little case that holds the microphone. The two parts. Part of it plugs into the doings of the iPhone, and the other part is clipped onto my lapel. And it comes in this really good little case. And the case itself has got a charging point. Really impressive. And I'm delighted that the sound is good. So this could be a bit of a game changer, not just for the lives, but for the in-car stuff, the out-car stuff when it's windy. So yeah, I'm massively grateful. It's a patio. Okay. And Simon says, Tracy, you say patio, I say potato. And that's because we're having different conversations. Oh dear. Serious car question, says Matt. Is the MG ZR a better T-shelf than the standard Streetwise spoiler? It looks it. Well, I don't know. Ask Mustard. He drinks tea, and he hasn't got a ZR at the moment, but he has got a ZR spoiler on his 25. Oh, Mike, you're welcome. Just got to your comment, and yeah, everybody's sending Mike a bit of love. Honestly, Mike, you've been mentioned in pretty much every live stream, and we've all sent you thoughts and love and vibes and all of that sort of thing. Simon's trying to persuade Matt to use a mobility scooter. Oh dear, dear, dear. Bad books. Hello to you, sir. It makes a much brighter picture. The phone does. Well, the phone is probably a massive leap in technology. Not that it's current. It's an iPhone X, but I imagine that the doings of an iPhone X are going to be much more technologically advanced and impressive than the doings of an iPhone 6. So, yeah. Hopefully, the phone will be an improvement on the picture, and the microphone will be an improvement on the sound. And if it is, then that's wonderful. And I'm really enjoying doing this outside. Hope I'm not disturbing anybody by being outside and talking, but it's no different to having a bit of a drinks party outside, is it? I'm not being particularly antisocial. I'm not raising my voice. The neighbours probably think I'm barking mad because they probably think I'm just sitting here talking to myself. And they probably already think I'm mad. And this will just add to my reputation for being weird. Simone asks, should I start channel memberships? Well, that's a decision for you, isn't it, Simone? Have you... the simple answer would be, yeah. I would say, yeah, absolutely. But before you do, have a think about what perks you're going to give channel members. I'm in the process of ramping them up because obviously I've had, the light's back on. I've had a real glut of new channel members lately who were given freebies, and I'd like to persuade some of them to keep up their membership when their free one expires. So over the next week or two, I'm going to be coming up with some things. Mustard's given me a couple of good ideas, which I will give him full credit for. For example, if I were to edit my videos more harshly, then I could end up with a load of uncut, cut stuff that didn't make it to the final edit, and I could make all of that available for channel members, or I could get ahead of myself on the videos and let channel members see the videos a day or two earlier than everybody else, or do a special weekly live stream that was channel members only. But then it's back to the old thing that I don't want to do anything that excludes people who aren't. Early access to videos is okay because other people get to see them a day later. So I don't know. The channel memberships are a wonderful thing, and I would like to find a way to thank everybody who supports me by becoming a channel member, supports the channel. But equally, people support me and the channel in other ways as well, and I'd like to thank. I don't know, Simone. To answer your question, then yeah, make it available. You're not forcing anybody to do it. Why not make it available? It gives your fans, your followers, it gives them a chance to have an easy way to give you a little bit of support on a monthly basis. Channel membership, for those who don't know, you pay, 2, 3, 4 quid a month, and you get basically to support the particular channel, and the whoever runs the channel gives you things in return for your support. But I'd like to give all of you things. You're all wonderful, especially you lot, my inner scrotum. So that's a long answer to a short question, isn't it? Now, I apologise in advance, but I may sneeze again. Singerists and breathing is really inconvenient. Yeah, it certainly can be. Trey says, I noticed Pepsi's breathing on the vid. It was rather loud and raspy, like an asthma attack. Well, that's because she was using a head mic, Trace. The breathing would always be like that, but it's you would use your mic technique to take it away when you're using a handheld. That is the downside of using a head mic, I guess. Don't freeze the wine. I haven't put the wine in the freezer yet, but that is a good shout. I'll go and put the wine in the freezer now, actually. It's about time. That'll give it half an hour to properly chill down. And I don't have to shout. I can just talk normally. This is fabulous. And I've got... Well, I'm bringing the bottle to show you, and I'm wasting my time again, aren't I? Because it's dark and you can't see. It's Viognier. It's Paul Jaboulet Année, and it's 13.5% ABV. But I'm very excited about this one, possibly more than any other bottle so far, because I did a bit of online research, and by all accounts, it's from a sensationally good and well-regarded vineyard that is more associated with wines of the sort of £50 and upward mark, and they've kind of branched out into doing a cheaper one, and it's everywhere you look, it's got the most amazing reviews. So I'm really, really excited to try it. And once again, I have to thank the lovely Matt, who gave me this bottle. Gosh, it's a few weeks ago now, isn't it? And because it was such a special one, I thought I'd save it for a bit of a special. Oh, well, this is going to be a downside of the microphone, isn't it? Oh, dear. Normally, I would walk away from the microphone when I do that to try and disguise it. And can't really do that, can I? Never mind. I'll just have to own up to it. Right, so the wine is in. The sound is excellent, says Captain Mustard. Brilliant. Set fire to it, then we can see. Sod off, bad books. Very tidy little mic, says Adam. It's brilliant. The case charges the mic, says Simon. You have to charge the case every so often. Oh, is that how it works? Oh, that's clever. Right, oh, I didn't realise that. Right. So the case charges the microphone, and then you just charge the case every so often. What a fantastic idea. Right. It is actually in the freezer, Matt. But it's not going to live in the freezer. I've just popped it in there for 20 minutes just to give it a nice chill. I don't need to freeze the arse off it like I do with the others. And Simon says it was really good value. I got one with 2 mics as well. Has somebody just done a nice thing? I've got a little picture of let's click on that. Oh, Mike, bless you. Mike has just sent a super sticker, bless him. £5. Bless you, Mike. Thank you very much. That will go towards something nice. Actually, that'll go towards Stigbürt. And that reminds me that I need to send Tom Force of Force Tuning a massage. Right, now that I've opened that super sticker, how do I unopen it? Oh, I press it again. That works well. Oh, the overloaded chimney makes a brighter picture. Who's pinging me? Oh, it's my pal Steve Owls. He's pinging me a link to an upcoming auction. Not sure what that's about. We'll have a look at that after. Oh, and great microphone, says Bad Books. Well, the microphone's getting a lot of love in it. The light's gone out again. Well, I'm loving this. Absolutely. Well, look at me roaring into the 21st century with technology. It's difficult enough running Patreon, says Simone. Yeah, I looked at Patreon, didn't go there. I mean, the thing with Oh, some nice Rovers and MGs in the next auction. Stumbled across this while looking at XR2s. That's a pinged message from my pal. Steve, Ollie Owls, channel member now. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, Patreon. The thing with the YouTube things is that people are watching you on YouTube, and there will be people who, when the tools are available on YouTube, it's a lot easier for them to just use those YouTube tools than it is for them to have to go to a separate website. So, and I suppose the easier you make it for people who would like to support you, the more likely they are to do it. So I would go with channel memberships over Patreon personally, but you know, it's personal choice. And what do I know? I don't know about anything. Has the car passed its MOT yet? Asks Barry. Right, if we're talking about Brian Johnston, which I presume we are, that's the only car that's out of MOT at the moment. No. Mustard has done some investigation work on it, and he's had a look at the exhaust. The exhaust is blowing at. There's a hole in the back box, and there's a hole at the front, in front of the cat. I think he said it was. He thinks that the hole at the front could possibly be codged, welded, but that the back is probably going to need a back box. Freudian slip there. And then it's going to need that ball joint thingy, which I'll tell you what he said. I don't think I got this on video, so I'll tell you about it. He said it needs this ball joint, and it looks like a really manly arse of a job. But he said he's quite looking forward to having a bash at that, because he needs to. He's obviously got some inner anger at the moment, and he said he'd like to have a go at a real hands-on, manual, manly job, because it's either that or start a fight with somebody. So no, it hasn't got its MOT yet, but that'll be work in progress. There's no great rush, because obviously I'm using the mighty Derek as my Arthur. As long as we get it done within the free retest period, it's all good. So I suppose I should at least sort out a back box, shouldn't I? And take it next Monday. So I need to price those up, but money's going to be a bit awkward at the moment, because it's supposed to be Stigbürt week. We'll sort all of that out. These things work out, don't they? Right. Okay, right. Trace hadn't noticed the breathing from anybody else with a head mic. Okay. Oh, Rocket Max. The lovely Max says, hello from Iceland. Are you performing, Max, or are you just there on a jolly? Or is it a combination of the two? Are you on a cruise? Or are you, would you be on a cruise in Iceland? I suppose you could be. One of those northern cruises that does fjords and stuff. Trey says, I think if you offer channel memberships, and be sure to say that at the moment there are no perks, it's support only, then you can't feel bad about offering no perks. Right, that makes sense. The wine will be amazing then. Fingers crossed. I'm really looking forward to it. Oh, I tell you what I will do, actually. I will put the glass in the fridge and chill the glass. That'll be nice. That'll be nice. I'll have it with rice. That's it. You know, it's weird. It's weird because I can talk to you, but you can't see me. You don't know what I'm doing. I could be scratching my ass or picking my nose or anything, and you would be none the wiser. I could get up to all sorts of things. I could go to the lavatory. I bet the Michael's phone would reach. I could totally go upstairs to the bog and, and carry on the conversation with you. Good evening, all, says Cheeseburger. House to myself tonight. Wife and daughter gone to Coventry Stadium to see Harry Shite. The support act is Wetleg. Ah, okay. Apparently, I chose well, says underscore, with very little wine knowledge. Your choices have been better than mine, so your knowledge can't be that minimal. And Cheeseburger Boaty's locked out. I'm not locked out. Boaty has a Boy Scout fire on the go, says Cheeseburger. Is Philip Schofield popping round? Oh, Rob from Beards and Bangers is at Force Tuning at the moment. He's having the 190 fiddled with. Oh, I wonder if it's his stuff I'm getting. Because Force Tuning is stripping a 190, and that's where I'm getting my parts from. So I wonder if it's Rob's. I wonder if he's just taken one look at it and thought, fuck it, this is only good for parts. And I could be getting the Beards and Bangers suspension setup. I need to ping him a message and just confirm, and he will send them straight to the garage. The garage will bang them on, and then all I need to do is pay everybody. I thought I heard a DJ say Wetleg on the radio today, says Matt, so I'm not going mad. No, there is a girl duo called Wetleg, but Wetleg is not named after the girl duo, but it's named after the same thing that the girl duo is named after. They are from the Isle of Wight, and Wetleg is what residents or inhabitants of the Isle of Wight call those from the mainland, because in order to get there, they had to get their legs wet, in theory, unless they went on a boat. So apparently Wetleg has another meaning in slang as well, but I genuinely don't know what that is, and I'm frightened to Google it. I wasn't really listening to what the DJ was saying, but was convinced I heard Wetleg mentioned. I was quite confused as to why Wetleg was said on the radio, but obviously it's a singular grip. Oh, well, there we are. My experience with ball joints is just replace the whole arm, less hassle. And Joe says, right, how come everybody knows about this shit, but I don't? Right. Is Derek officially up for sale yet to make extra pounds? Yeah, he's been up for sale since day one. I just happened to be using him. Oh, you were on a cruise, Max, and now you're on your way to the airport and it's pissing down. Oh, right. God, what a life you lead, mate. I miss all of that. I really do miss all of that. Gosh, I wonder what I'd be doing now if I hadn't stopped singing and got married and settled down and all of that sort of thing. Mind you, you're married, aren't you? And recently married, and you're still doing it. But of course, there were 4 kids involved when I got married, and I sort of committed to doing the house husband bit so that the missus could concentrate on her career. It'd be even more fun doing it with your husband, wouldn't it? Imagine going on tour and having your husband with you. It'd be the best of both worlds. Do you take him with you, Max? Or do you make him stay at home? All right, now we're talking about ball joints, and I'm going to whiz over that because I don't know what you're talking about. Tell Mustard. Def Leppard are playing Sheffield tonight. Good God, are they really? His neighbours will wonder what the waffle butty is going on if this new wine produces a winegasm. Oh, God, yeah. You're hidden by the comments on my TV, says Ollie Owls. And this is Steve, who was pinging me earlier on about this auction. And my TV is massive, although not as massive as West Ham. That's a football reference there, my lovelies. Taking the mic to the loo. Steve used to do that all the time on live stream, and we'd hear him wheezing and pissing and farting while me and Mickey Jeffries tried to be professional to the viewers. Yeah, I'm sitting in the dark like a weirdo. Well, if the light went on, there. Right, we need to sort some lights out, don't we? Yeah, we need to sort. Is it wine time yet? Oh, it's not far off. We do need to sort some, but outside is the way. Is the way forward. At least when it's not raining, and at least until winter. Let's make the most of summer, eh? A little bit more wood, I think. Oh, that's a good old log, is that? A goodly sized log, Vicar. Did Steve really do that? Oh, God. That's tickled me. Oh, and Matt is being praised for getting waffle butty in a comment. Your light's gone out. It keeps going out. Oh, right, Max. Yeah, you do take him with you. You'd be divorced already if you didn't. Right. That's fair enough. And we'd end up killing each other. Oh, and now all of the Elton John puns are coming out. Well, of course they are. They would be, wouldn't they? This is lovely. I'm really enjoying this. Just run a permanent live and a switch to the lights. Right, Cheeseburger, how likely is it that I could do that? Does the light not stay on if you turn the switch off and on again quickly? I don't bloody know. I don't even know where the switch is. It's got an automatic trip thing on it. Do you want me to try it? Do you want me to try turning it? What have I got to do? Turn it on? Well, now I can't see to get in. Which switch is it? Is it this one? Is that it? Is that what I was supposed to do, Simon? Right, splendid. Well, I've caught up with the comments. That's jolly good. We're rocking up to wine time quite nicely. Turning switch on and off can activate permanent switch. Oh, how come you people know all of this stuff? Where do you learn this from? How do you know it all? All this manly stuff. Oh, and finally we get the monkey mouse cat. And once again, I must say to you that the lovely Mike, Classic Wheels Wales, I'll just put my feet up and make myself. I was going to get a cushion, wasn't I? I need to put my cushions through the proper outside cushions, need to go through the washing machine because they've come out of winter storage and they're a bit manky, as you might expect. And I keep forgetting to do it. But I couldn't nick one out from inside because my bum is going a bit numb. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, Mike, Classic Wheels Wales. He likes to type monkey, mouse, cat. Right? None of us know why he likes to type that, but we feel that it's our duty to support him in so doing. So, well done, Mike. Well done indeed. And we have missed your monkeys and mices and cats. And it's lovely to have you back in our midst, mate. Right, right, okay. Basically an electrical genius now. Ah, okay, you learn it from porn, Simon. DIY porn. DIY porn? Is that like watching people having a wank? That's what DIY porn sounds like to me. In an amusing change to the normal proceedings, today I have actually frozen my Vimto. I put it, and I'm going to talk about it today because I've had a lovely day. I put my Vimto in the freezer this morning just to put a bit of a chill on it before I took it to the Yard of Dreams. And guess what? I forgot to take it out and I left it there. So it is very, very frozen. And it's been warm today and I've been very, very thirsty. And it's very frustrating to be very, very thirsty when your drink is very, very frozen because you can't drink it and you stay just as thirsty. Oh, and the chimney has lit my patio up again. Yeah. It's nice though, isn't it? And one of these days, I'm actually going to use that barbecue. I wonder if they, let's see if it still works. Oh, God. Where's me doing? Oh, shit. Never mind setting the patio on fire. It's trying to set me on fire. How do I do this now? I'll pull this out. God, it's years since I've tried this. Turn this on. Oh, I heard something. Turn that. Oh! Can you see that, my loves? Barbecue works. Oh, it's quite nice, actually. Can you see from there? Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, you can sort of see the flames. Oh, we'll have to actually have a barbecue sometime, won't we? Adds to the visual effect, doesn't it? It's rather nice. Ooh, lovely and warm. Turn that on. Well, what an exciting evening. Not only have we got the chimney lit up, we've done a barbecue test. Right, where did I get to? If you need to make the light go out after a while, again turn it off, wait about 10 seconds and turn it back on. I must say, Simon, it has stayed on since I've done that. So that's, I'm not reading that one out, Barry. Barbecue meetup, yeah, why not? Why not? We could do, oh, my patio's on fire again. We could do some barbecue stuff. No, I'm not really a barbecue person, but perhaps I should be. I mean, I've had that big Bertha over there. I've had that for 7, 8 years now. Haven't used it once. Literally not once. But we could certainly griddle up some sausages and burgers on there, couldn't we? Big old pile of buns. Might be quite nice. Yeah, we could have a Sunday here. Bit of a garden party. Bangers and burgers. Da, da, da. Phone for an ambulance for Boaty. You can smell gas, cheeseburger. Oh, and Mike's going to help Simone out. That's nice. Right, so what else are we going to... Oh, God, the patio's on fire again. I need a poking device. No, I can't use that as a poking device. Oh, I could use this as a poking device. Aha. Just move all of that. Oh, well, that went well. I've set fire to more of the patio, and I've singed my poking device. Yeah, that didn't quite go as well as hoped, really. And in fact, oh dear. You see, this might come as a surprise to many of you, but I'm not particularly good at all this outdoor stuff. I mean, I can just go back in there. Go on, in you go. Now, there is, of course, a plastic dustpan, and it has just occurred to me that it may not be the most sensible thing in the world to use a plastic dustpan to fertile with things what is on fire. Where do I get to? Will he freeze the wine? Oh, it's almost wine time, isn't it? It's been a few minutes since he said he'd stick it in the freezer for 20. It won't, no, that won't freeze. That won't freeze. I'll go and get it now. I have this image of Boaty drinking and smoking whilst burning the burgers. That sounds about right. I wouldn't burn the burgers. I'm a professional when it comes to food. I have too much respect for food to burn a burger. I definitely wouldn't do that. The drinking and smoking bit, definitely. What do I do with that now? Okay, well, I can confirm that the wine is unfrozen. What have I done with that? I definitely... Oh, there it is. I do need some light out here, don't I? Right, let's go and get the corkscrew and the glass. Look at this, I can take you right through. I can take you right through into the front parlour where the corkscrew isn't. So, where is it? Where's my corkscrew? Where's my corkscrew? Oh, it's here. What are you doing there? Fetch a candle. Let's see the magic. Look at the black smoke. Has somebody nicked boo? Oh no, it's because I bunged all of that. Oh, it's because I bunged all of that stuff. Oh God. For safety's sake, says Bad Books, change gas regulators and pipes on appliances every 5 years. They are dated. Same on the caravan. Yeah, I'll be sure to do that. Well, I need to fertile the doings now. What have I done with my poking device? Ah, here it is. Yeah, I need to fertile the doings because we're all... hold on. Oh, well, now I've just put it out totally. You see, I shouldn't have thrown all of that stuff on it, should I? Oh, I made a right hash of this. Oh, that's still going there. Let's try getting a bit more. Let's drop another twig into the burny bit, shall we? Ooh. Just burn away quite quickly, this stuff. Oh, right, yeah, it's because all of the wood has kind of burned away and it's only left there. So if we're in time, I can just bung some new wood in there and hopefully that should be okay. Yeah, I think that'll keep going. It'd be nice to keep this going until midnight. Let's get another piece of wood. Ugh. There we go. Let's see if that keeps us going, shall we? Get my glass. Oh, I'm so excited about this wine. Oh, what have we done there? Oh, dear. Oh, don't go out on me. Don't go out on me. Oh, let's get another thing. That should spark it up again. Oh, should be okay. Glass. Give my hands a little rinse. Give my hands a little rinse. And you haven't made the mince. And you haven't made the mince. Can they still hear me? If I talk really quietly and I'm in the kitchen? No, they're not. No, they're not going to hear this, are they? They'll hear me when we go back outside. There we are. Excellent. One glass. Right, check up. Where did I get to? Oh, gosh. Oh, fetch a candle. Yeah, you wanted a candle, didn't you? Oh, am I blocking your view there? Too late to fetch a candle. I'll sort the light out for another night. Jimmy Quinn, hidden comment. It's all shit, Tracy. That's nice. Oh, is Mike off? Good. Is Mike gone? Okay. All right. Good night to Mike. Why can't I unhide that comment? Oh, I don't know. At least the internet connection is on point. Yeah, and I'm amazed because I'm like miles away from the internet router. But maybe the newer phone has got a stronger internet thing. Children should always be supervised with matches. Ah, dear. Heading to sleep soon, says Simone, after a cup of tea. Can't fault you, Fireman Boaty. Tea drinkers are the most trustworthy folks around, unless they steal your tea. Does he still have eyebrows? Yeah, I'm all good. I'm all good. Oh, Christ. Ooh. Ah, there we are. Going nicely now, isn't it? Right, let's get this wine ceremonially uncorked. God, I'm looking forward to this. Oh, God. That was tight, Mrs. Pop this back in the fridge. Right. I bit my tongue earlier, say Simone. It blooming hurts. I can't read that out, Barry. You know I can't. I want tea now. I need to ask Juju what is... What? Oh, God. Bad book says Boaty's illuminated arse, which was nice. And Trey says that's the arse of a man who has no idea what he's doing. Well, you're not wrong there. Bathroom phone can, it'll go right up the chimney with a boom. Oh, you can hear everything. Oh, God, can you? Oh, dear. This live has been brilliant, says Joe, and better quality on the new phone, and the mic is just so clear and professional. I can't take any credit for... I certainly can't take any credit for the microphone. That's entirely down to Simon, and I'm incredibly grateful. Try the wine, says Joe. That's... Oh, dear, now I'm nervous. Hopefully it's not shit. It's not going to be shit, Matt. I can't unhide the comments for any reason. Do I know my vase is on fire? It's fine. It's all good. It's all under control. Right, darlings, here we go. Okay, that is... I don't know how to describe that. That is different to any other wine I've ever drunk before. And I genuinely don't know how to describe it other than to say that it's the cleanest taste, if you get what I mean. That is the cleanest tasting wine that I've ever drank, I think. Oh, God, now I'm getting the fire in my belly. It's just reached my belly, and I'm getting that tingling fire again. And it's like spreading its tendrils out. Oh, that is fantastic. Oh, my God, and it keeps going. This is a full-on winegasm. Warning, this is a full-on... Oh, my God. That is amazing. That is absolutely amazing. It was really, really... It was incredibly clean on the palate. Never tasted anything so clean. And you couldn't taste the alcohol. It was like drinking cold water. And there was kind of... I don't know how to say it. Sorry if you heard that. I don't know the right sort of wine terminology to use, but it was oh, it was it was incredibly clean on the palate, and there was almost no taste other than just cleanness. And then there was cold, clean cold going down, and then when it hit about here, then suddenly it started going all warm and spreading outwards like that, spreading a tingling heat sensation outwards. Now the other wine did that as well. The one that I can't remember what it's called. One of you guys won't remember. But this did it for longer and it went out further. And now it's kind of contracting back in and I'm getting a cold sensation right here. It's extraordinary, actually. It really is extraordinary. Oh, that's some nice heat. So this is a whole new experience. It's genuinely exciting. Let's have another go at it. Ah, that is stunning. That is stunning. Where did I get to? Can I see flashing blue light? Cheeseburger, what are you panicking about? Everything's totally under control here. Nothing to worry about. I'm phoning the fire brigade, says Stigbürt. Uh, yeah, you're getting a review as well. Yeah, you get a wine review. Oh God, it is looking a bit. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. The heat is lovely. I would be very interested if you poured the wine on the fire for his per. I'm not wasting my beautiful wine by pouring it on the fire. What's the matter with you? Oh, and Joe Cox says, I was waiting for the. That's fucking awful. It's not. It's really exciting. Is it just me, says Adam, or are things jumping out of the fire? Well, if you were on a fire, you'd jump out too. Wine porn with Boaty, says you. Check your garden, says Simon. My garden's fine. It's all good here. There's a slight overflow in terms of the fire, but that's fine. It's on concrete. What harm's it going to do? Why can't I show these messages? That's annoying. I haven't tried wine in over a decade, says Simone. Well, you don't know what you're missing. Bad Book says, Matt, tell him the wine is Aldi. No, it's not. I've checked. Classy, says Barry. More, says Stigbürt. Blackline says, this is fine. Nothing to see here. While the entire village burns down behind him. Is it me or is that fire growing? Oh, if you'd had my day, Simone, you would need a drink. Oh, cheeseburger, we feel for you. Behind me. Well, what do you want me to look at? What do you want me to look at that's behind me? It's just, it's all fine. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. It's lovely and warm. That's absolutely fine. Nothing to see there at all. Oh, alcohol makes you ill. Oh, right. Oh, God, how awful. Little lager for me, says Mustard. Well, cheers, Mustard, and cheers to you all. This is I'm loving tonight. This is absolutely fabulous. It was. I only thought about doing this literally 10 minutes before. That's why I didn't sort out any candles or lights, or because thinking about it, maybe I could use the those lights that you gave me, Matt, that are currently in my bathroom. Maybe I could use those. They're in bottles. They'd be a right idea. I could experiment with that tomorrow because, oh yeah, we're going to be outside again tomorrow, darlings. Don't you worry about that. I think we are anyway. Well, we'll see what the weather's like, shall we? Uh, am I missing any messages? I'm on chat filter, top messages, all messages. Oh, and now all of the messages have disappeared. I've got no messages left. What the hell's going on? Live chat has moved. Oh, it's back. Right, what have I missed? Oh, right, I've missed a load of messages. Hold on. Where did I get to? Matt says, how about a weekend supper and wine stream, just occasionally when it's a good bottle? I don't mind doing that. I assume, says Adam, based on the lack of alarm, either the wine is absolutely exceptional, or the fire is fine, or hopefully both. Yep, the wine is exceptional. The fire is absolutely wire. The wine is the fire is absolutely fire. Oh, God Almighty, the wine really is exceptional. I've lost control of words. Make a note of what wine it is so people know what to bring to the meetups. I can't remember now. Are sheep flammable? The sheep are... And Cheeseburger says, I hope he isn't on a flight path. The 747 will be coming into land. I am kind of on a flight path. Uh, I think I'm on two. I think I'm on two kind of final approaches, one to Manchester Ringway and one to EMA, East Midlands. I have got that Flight Radar 24 app where you can see what the aircraft are above you, but the fire is perfectly manageable. It's a nice little, tiny little chimney, just a little bit of warmth with a nice cold glass of wine. This is actually very civilized. I'm loving this. And, oh, the light's finally gone off. Shall I do the old turn off and on again? Let's give that a go. Now I know which switch it is. There we go. Let's see how long that lasts. Right, I was going to tell you about today, wasn't I, darlings? So, yeah, Sunday was absolutely fabulous. Thank you to Matt and to Simon for turning up. Oh God, I've got loads of messages. I can smell burning. Oh no, I saw that one. I've seen that one. Little lager is better than a big lager. And then Mustard says, that's a joke, isn't it, Simon, the sarcastic fucker? Stigbürt says, you've invented the everlasting campfire. Well done. Boaty can heat the cottage with the chimney in the winter. I have images of the Wicker Man in the fire. Oh, God. Oh, those lights might work. Batteries usually last a few hours. Or I should just invest in some candles. Now, outdoor candles are really expensive. So last year I used indoor candles. You know, as long as the candle is inside a jar. I'll see what I can sort out tomorrow. Cheeseburger says, I'm on Lost Lager. They plant a tree for every box you drink. The wife reckons I've replaced the Amazon rainforest. Oh, and Mustard, yeah, Mustard might have a decent beer tomorrow night to celebrate. I think that you should. Oh, Ross is here, Dinosaur Dad. Hi, boats and all. What's going on here? A bit of a kumbaya. Yeah, we're doing it al dente tonight, mate. We're doing it al dente. Oh, well, that on and off thing didn't work on the light, did it? Boaty is entering the Boy Scouts. Oh, dear. Simone is struggling to stay awake and say good night, everyone. So good night to you, Simone. Thank you so much for joining us. Simon says, what a lovely stream that is. It's just very pleasant. It is, isn't it? It's lovely. I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, it's really nice. It's a whole different vibe, and the microphone really helps. It's lovely to have the other phone ramped up, and Yeah, we're going strong. To keep the outside light on is on and off 2 times quickly. Oh, okay. 2 times quickly, right? Hold on. Right, there you go. That was 2 times quickly. Now then, let me tell you about today. Yeah. So Sunday was fabulous, and thank you to Simon and Matt for their company. I absolutely loved it. I would love to do it again. Today, oh, Simone, he will fuse the house. I won't fuse the house. God, you're such worrywarts, you lot. Let's have a drop more of this fabulous wine, shall we? Thank you, Matt, and cheers, everybody. So today I was up at a reasonable time, did what I needed to do, had a shower, and headed off to the Yard of Dreams. And I headed off in Wetleg with the roof down. And it was a little bit overcast and a little bit nippy first thing. So I was dressed as I am now, with my what Mustard calls my Jeremy Clarkson shirt and my lamb's wool jumper over that, and I was very comfortable with that. Well, that light thing didn't bloody work, did it, Joe? Never mind. We gave it a go. I'll wave my hands in the air like I just don't care. See if that does it. There we go. Excuse me. Yeah, and after I've been going about 10 or 15 minutes, and the sun came out, and it was just, I had the best drive there. Even though there was an accident in Chapel, and I had to find a workaround route to get on to get onto the Hadfield Road, because the police had blocked the road off totally. But I had an absolutely stunning drive, roof down all the way. I didn't record any of it because because it's Wetleg. You know what the camera like. Um, I bought a mount from Amazon that arrived yesterday, and it's supposed to be the sturdiest mount available. And it's one of those that hasn't got a long arm thing on it like my other ones have got. And total waste of time. I'm going to have to send it back because it doesn't let you get the phone in the correct position for filming. So complete waste of time. So that's going back. So I didn't film it because you've all seen it a million times anyway. That journey, and obviously in Wetleg, the a steadier burp, nice. Obviously in Wetleg, the camera shake is immense. But I just had the best time. God Almighty, I've fallen in love with that car all over again. And I kind of fell in love with cars and driving a bit all over again, because yesterday I was in the Land Rover, and I loved that. I loved the Land Rover lunch thing. I love driving the Land Rover. It's I say it's my favourite car. They're kind of all my favourite at the moment. Oh, bless you. Thank you, Ross. Blimey. The lovely Ross Dinosaur Dad has sent 20 Australian dollars my way for a wood kindling fund. Got 20 US dollars. That I've got no idea how much that is, but it's an incredibly generous thing to do. Thank you so much, Ross. Really appreciate that. Yeah, so totally fell in love with it. I just had the best drive. I had my music plumbed through the phone. I had music going. There was traffic, so I wasn't able to get the hoof down until I got onto the motorway, and then on the motorway I gave it a bit of stick a couple of times. But generally, it was just a wonderful, wonderful summer drive. Felt like summer. Um, Roof down, wind in the hair. Oh God, it was fabulous. Oh gosh, is it, Joe? Oh well, that's incredibly generous. Thank you so much, Ross. Really appreciate that, mate. Thank you very much indeed. Yeah, it was just absolutely lovely. And Mustard and I have had a great day. Um, Kind of a bit of a selfish day. We didn't have a car to buy or anything like that. We didn't really do anything terribly productive. And we didn't actually do all that much filming. We just enjoyed the day, enjoyed each other's company, had a really great time. Had a good lunch, obviously. We always do. So there'll be a couple of videos coming. There'll be an 11s video and a lunch video, not both on the same day. The 11s video, I think you might like. Actually, that was. I think that was quite good. You never know until you watch it back, but it felt quite good at the time. But we just enjoyed ourselves. We've made some plans for this, that, and the other. I can reveal that the intention is that next Monday will be. I'm not allowed to call it a collection caper. A collection. We had this conversation today after I was reprimanded via PM last night. Collection caper is a hubnut thing, so we shouldn't call our things collection capers. My collection playlist is actually called collection calamities, and I suppose that kind of doesn't work when it's not actually been a calamity. So if anybody can think of a catchy phrase that doesn't involve copying hubnut, I'd be delighted to hear it. But the point is that next Monday, hopefully, we'll have bought and be collecting another car. We popped into my favourite shop, Goldline, saw the lovely Emma, but you'll see all of that anyway. Happy Goth Day, everyone. Oh, okay. Well, I would love an MGF, says Joe. They're brilliant cars. They are actually. I mean, they're flawed in some respects, of course, but in terms of bang for your buck, what else can you buy for that money that's a convertible, mid-engined, out-and-out sports car? And believe me, they are a sports car if you've never driven one. Now, mine, Wetleg, is, well, in terms of an MGF, obviously as in the TF, they did a 1.6. Wetleg is a 1.8 non-VVC. And so that's the 100 and whatever it is brake. I'm telling you, it's more than enough. Wetleg is properly nippy. Maybe not, maybe not quick in sports car terms, but given what I drive these days, given that I don't habitually drive sensationally quick cars, Wetleg feels immensely quick to me. Oh, I've got a low battery warning on the phone. Of course. Oh, that might cut us short, darlings, because of course I've not got it plugged in out here. Normally inside I have it plugged in. So that might put a bit of a limitation on this. I've got 20% left. What could I do? I could, I could run the thing out of the window. I hadn't thought about that. Genuinely hadn't thought about that. Anyway, never mind. We'll plough on, and when I get to 10%, we'll see how long it takes to get to 10%, and then we'll make a decision. I am going to go at midnight anyway, so we're within half an hour. I need to try and be a bit sensible with these lives. I love doing them, and I don't want to stop doing them, but also I can't keep burning the candle at both ends. So my current idea is to do 2-hour live on a Monday, 10 till midnight, but to always finish at midnight. So do 10 till midnight on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday do 11 till midnight, or, thereabouts. I'm bound to go over a little bit, aren't I? But then, if I do that, so that gives me the chance to keep up on other stuff. If I finish at midnight, that gives me an hour to do my pottering, so I can do my, just the mundane stuff. I can do my washing up, I can do my bits of laundry, bits of tidying, bits of paperwork, whatever I need to do, because during the day I'm editing, getting the videos out, making the next day's video, then I'm going to work, then I'm coming home and doing a live. And if I let the live run until 1 o'clock or whatever, then I'm just making supper and going to bed, and I'm not getting my little bits of housework done. It's not much, I live a simple life. So if I finish at midnight, so I've got an hour of, time to do the bits and pieces, that would really work. And it would mean that over the weekends, I could do a live then as well, but a really short one. So I'm thinking because I just love keeping in touch with you, So I'm thinking that 2 hours on a Monday, 10 till midnight, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, do 11 till midnight, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, not, this isn't a total threat, but I was just half thinking I wouldn't mind doing like 11:30 till midnight, just a quick half-hour live, just to catch up, sort any, if we were making plans for the weekend, gives us a chance to do that sort of thing. I genuinely hate it when I don't do a live, when I'm not having that point of contact with you. So that's a potential plan for going forward. Let me know what you think. So phone is running out of battery, but I'm going to bugger off at midnight anyway. That's 27 minutes away, so hopefully we'll get through it. Simon asks, have you found someone to pump the suspension up on Wetleg yet? Does the classic garage have the gear? I haven't asked them, Simon. I didn't think, excuse me, I only thought about asking them the other day, and I haven't been down yet. I have got someone to do it. The lovely Jake, who many of you will know. He's actually been on one of my videos with the caravan. You'll all know Jake. Jake has got a pump. He hasn't got any fluid at the moment. So if I buy the fluid off eBay or whatever, then Jake will let me use his pump, or what will probably happen is he knows how to use it, so he'll do it for me, hopefully. But when I was driving Wetleg today, it wasn't as bad as I sometimes think it is, and Mustard didn't find it too bad either. And coming home, the roads were emptier. I got into a race. I got into a proper race with, of all things, a Tesla, which was surprisingly quick. And he decided to overtake me in a really inappropriate place when I was just trundling down towards towards a kind of 30 zone, and he decided I was going too slowly and roared past me unexpectedly, and I thought, well, you twerp. And then, when we came out of the 30 zone, we were right out in the peaks, of course. So I thought, right, let's see. So when we came out of the 30 zone, I went right after him, didn't I? And got right on his tail. And he stuck his foot down and tried to shake me off, and we ended up doing silly speeds. And he couldn't get rid. I didn't try to overtake him, because that would have been. But I had a lot of fun coming home. The roads were empty. Even before that, I was really enjoying myself, chucking him round the bit. I've just had it's just been a great day. Absolutely loved it. But yeah, so the suspension isn't as bad as I kind of think it is when I remember it. But it could definitely do with doing so. That's on the list. That is on the list. Can't be a lovely summer drive, I agree. That light is on its own terms. It's the suspension on Wetleg hydrogas. Yes, it is. Rick from Agatha has the kit and lives in the peaks, says Cheeseburger. I don't know who Rick from Agatha is. I don't know who Rick is, or who Agatha is, or anything. And it sounds like I should. Yes, and it's and Simon answers Cheeseburger and says yes, it is hydrogas, and it's very low. Yeah, it is. Oh, and Joe also says yes, it's hydrogas. What's all of this Goth Day thing? No idea. Collection cock-up, says Cheeseburger. Has the Lige frozen? Acquisition adventures. Oh, I like that one, Matt. That's quite good. Oh, I was going to pop over to the yard next Monday, says Simon, unless you want to help around the collection doings. Yeah, just come over. Whatever we're doing, do it with us. Um, I think there's an actual collection at the yard. I'm sure Mustard said that somebody was coming to collect something on Monday. But yeah, just as long as you don't mind what you're doing, jump in. I'm sure Mustard will be okay. What's happened to the camera? Asked Joe. I've got no idea. Oh, all the interwebs have gone. Conveniently, the stream ends when I suggest an acquisition adventure. And all back on there. I think what happened was that was the low battery warning. And I think it freezes until you click on OK. So apologies for that. Do the housework on live. Well, funny you should say that. That's kind of going to happen, actually. That's one of our little. That's one of our little plans. A late night weekend supper and wine stream. Yeah, I could do that. I've always loved the idea from day one of doing these lives. I always wanted to do them 7 days a week, and I just love that constancy of contact. But of course, I can't help myself, and they go on forever, and then it becomes too much. So I need to, if I could just be a bit stricter with myself in terms of beginnings and endings and so on, then we could do the 7 days without a problem, and I would love that. I mean, it might be too much for you lot, but you're not under a legal obligation to watch them all. And if they were shorter, maybe they'd be tenable for you. But yeah, we'll sort something that a late night weekend live would be cool, says Joe. Oh, and Mustard says, Simon, go for it, matey. Yeah, we'll sort it. Who got the right time for the drive home in Derrick? Shit, I forgot all about that. It's like listening to a radio, says Jimmy Quinn. Oh, right, yeah, Teslas don't roar past anything. Wait, roared in terms of speed. Is the lorry driver paying for the damage on Wetleg? Asked Joe. The lorry driver paid for the damage on Wetleg. He gave me cash. So, yeah, he did pay. I just borrowed the money from myself to survive over winter. And then Stigbürt happened. So Stigbürt is the next priority because Wetleg is just cosmetic. She still works. So winter happened, and then Stigbürt happened, and Wetleg isn't on the list. So the damage will be repaired, and yeah, I did get paid for it, and but I couldn't get it done at the time because I just needed that money to survive. Oh, getting a little bit chilly now. Oh, Agatha and anything, says Cheeseburger. He has an Allegro. I'll have a look for that. I'll have a look for that. Probably mechanical failure, says Adam. I suspect they're nut behind the wheel. Uh, yeah, be careful not to burn out. As long as it's fun for you to do, you should do what suits. I love it. Oh, right. You might have disappeared again then, loves, because I got the 10% warning. So, and it's 23:40. So it looks like we're going to draw this to a close. I've got 10% of battery left. In future, um, I will sort out the power problem. It won't be an issue. I can just put the power cord out of the kitchen window and just plug the phone in. So tonight has been a bit of a test run, but we know the microphone works and that's great. We know the internet works and that's great. We know that I love doing it outside, so that's brilliant. Thank you for bearing with me on what's been a different live stream. I will sort the power thing out. I can't do it immediately now because I've got the microphone plugged into the power port. And I think that you can charge the phone through the microphone thing, but I don't know if it's a lightning connector, which obviously the iPhone is, or if it's a USB-C, which charges the microphone case. So I'll sort that out for next time. But you know, you're only going to lose out on 5 or 10 minutes maximum. Oh, and the fire is almost out as well. So that's I think we're coming to sort of a natural close, really. I've really enjoyed tonight. And thank you so much for being here with me. And do throw any ideas at me in video comments or on Facebook of how we can improve the outside things, or any changes or improvements you'd like to the live streams that would make them maybe more interesting for you. Oh shit, I didn't do the right, the winning competition ticket for the drive to work thing in what's it? We'll oh god, my picture's all behind. Let's move that up. Right, I've lost the plot now because I was getting the low screen warning. So I'm probably all out of sync. Hopefully you can all hear me and it's all kind of making sense to you in some way, shape or form. So yeah, I will sort the issues out for next up. Well, there haven't really been many issues. It's mostly been successful. Could do with this light staying on a bit. God, it's properly dark now as well, isn't it? There we go. So yeah, cheers again. We'd be able to watch on catch up anyway, says Trace. And if they're shorter, it means we'd be more likely to watch on demand. Yeah. Shorter and tenable. Warwick Davis is livid. Oh dear, oh dear. The internet froze when you were talking about the lolly driver and Wetleg. Oh, okay. I kinda see, says Stigbürt. You kinda take it, Captain. Best get going, says Mustard. Good night, everyone. Yeah, it's that kind of time, isn't it? Buying and buggering about. I like that one as well. Picture frozen. I think the phone is dying and making it lag. No, I think it's when I get the phone kind of freezes when you get the battery low warning, and then it unfreezes when you press the OK button. So I'll say, oh, link up a power bank. That's a good idea, and that would save opening the window. I don't have a power bank, but I should have for when I'm out and about. So that would be a very good idea, Cheeseburger. I'll work on that. Oh, collections, say Simon. Rover's Return. That is fucking genius. That actually is genius. Rover's Return. That is brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. Oh, Adam says it's been a pleasure, but it's been an absolute pleasure for me too. Monday streams are the best as well, says Joe. Miss watching them over the weekend. Well, let's go with that. Oh, that'll probably be the 5% warning, says Adam. It was the 10% warning, so we're running on fumes now. Cheers, Boaty. Enjoy your supper. Good night, all, says Matt. I will. I'm making. What am I having tonight? Oh, I'm going to make Chinese chicken curry. And oh, lunch was brilliant today. Oh, you'll see it anyway. Drive to work video was really good, says Joe. I love the caravan eats video as well. Drinking the curry sauce out of the pot is the best bit of fish and chips. Merry Christmas, everyone, says Stephen S. Paul. Time to go, says Cheeseburger. Anchor power banks are brilliant, says Joe. Right, I know sod all about power banks, but I was thinking about getting one because, why was I thinking about it? Oh yeah, because the cigarette lighter in the cigarette lighter in the Mighty Derrick, the cigarette lighter works, but when you plug a charger thing in, that doesn't work, and I don't know why that would be. But a power bank would just be a useful thing. It'd be a useful thing at a yard. So if anybody knows which would be a good one to buy, let me know, because I haven't got a Scooby Doo. Just a blonde wig for Boaty, and he can be Bet Lynch. God, that's a blast from the past, isn't it, Bet Lynch? I've really loved tonight. I'm looking forward to. I'm listening back to a bit of this as well, so I can hear what the microphone sounds like. Thanks again to Simon for the microphone, and thank you for everybody who's watched the video since I last spoke to you. Thank you to Simon and Matt for Sunday. I absolutely loved it. Thank you to Mike and Ross for bunging a few quid my way, which is really appreciated, especially during Stigbürt week. That will come in massively useful, and I'm really grateful. And I'm looking forward to doing more of these outside ones. The microphone kind of freezes up a bit, doesn't it? So yeah. Right, I can't see. Oh, hello. Oh, that's the lovely Joe sending me a link to a suitable power pack. I'll have a look at that when I've finished with the doings. Shall we call it a day at that, darlings? Don't forget to hit like. Says Trace. Thank you, Trace. That's a lovely reminder. If you wouldn't mind hitting like, I'd be jolly grateful. According to me, there are 3 people who have done so. A few more would be lovely, I guess. I like the outside live stream idea, says Matt. I've really loved tonight. It's a whole different thing, adds a whole new element to it. And it's so much easier with a microphone, so I'm not having to do the old voice projection thing. That's really tiring. Really is tiring, because you're kind of shouting at yourself for 2 or 2.5 hours. And just speaking naturally like this feels a bit weird, because it doesn't feel like you're broadcasting. It genuinely feels like you're just sitting chuntering to yourself, but I'm sure I'll get used to it. And it's a lot less tiring. Good night all, and great live on the windy bottom patio, says Bad Books. Good night all, says Jimmy Quinn. Joe has liked, thank you very much. My phone must be on its last legs, but we've got another month of the nights getting lighter, haven't we? So where are we now? It's 10 to midnight, and it's still not 100% dark. I can see a bit of light in the sky. So, and we will definitely bring your own steak Wednesdays. I'm planning to do a Land Rover lunch on Monday, on Wednesday. That's the plan at the moment. And I'm thinking about doing. Oh, good night, Ross. Thank you again for your kind contribution. Really appreciate it. And if I do the Land Rover lunch on Wednesday, I'm not sure where I'll do it. I won't do Longston Edge again. I've done that twice. There's a nice little spot up above the barrel at Breton, that I used to like hanging out at. I wouldn't mind doing it there. And if I do it, I'm planning to cook steak with Lyonnaise potatoes and fried tomatoes and nice mustard. Oh, bless you. Thank you, Joe. Oh, gosh, that would be brilliant. So, yeah, that might happen. What's happening tomorrow? To be honest, after tomorrow, I'm just going to try and chill a bit, edit a video for tomorrow night. I love the Land Rover lunch. I'm just chuntering now, aren't I? I should let you all just go to bed, really, shouldn't I? So, yeah, thank you, Ross and Mike, for those bungs. Thank you to thank you to all of you for being here, keeping me company, supporting me, supporting the channel, making it possible to do all of this, which is just so much fun. And kind of a final word. I'm really loving the community thing. I appreciate that not everybody is local to me, but you know, you might be local to each other. So let's try and get as much community stuff going as possible this year. And let's try and have bottle lights might work for extra light tomorrow. Yeah, I'll bring them down, Matt. Give those a bit of an experiment. And before summer's over, let's try and sort something out. Some sort of meet where we can, you know, maybe quite a few of us can get together. But then again, you know, we do it on the lives, don't we? This stream is still going. Yeah, apparently. Let's wind it up at that. Let's wind it up at that before I start speaking too much nonsense. And it's quite late now and I am outside talking. And the phone is about to die. And the fire has pretty much gone out. And it's getting a bit nippy. So, okay, darlings, that'll do for this one. What time is it? Oh, we're only 6 minutes short, aren't we? So, brilliant. So, yeah. Oh, this is different. Oh, let's put the Vimto. It's still frozen, that bloody Vimto. It's frozen solid. So, the phone's probably going to die any minute, and that would be a bad thing to go out on. So, I will say thank you all again for joining me. I've loved tonight. It's been fabulous. It's been different. And have a safe and peaceful night. Take great care of yourselves. I'll see you tomorrow night at 11 o'clock. Have a great Tuesday. Much love to you all. And good night. Bye-bye. Sleep tight. See you tomorrow.